think we might be live. We'll work it out in just a second. If we are live, just be a minute while I just double check on my phone. All right. Thank you for your patience. So it's the 24th of June, and this is your daily debrief. We're going to go through everything regarding the market, and we'll also cover at the end the actionables, and I'm going to go through this faster and faster, ideally. So firstly, I think we probably all know this, and if we don't, in general, everything's kind of dipping down. So let me just show you on CoinGecko that things are not looking beautiful. Bitcoin's down 5%, ETH almost 6%, and Sol like this. So everything's just tanking. And it's brutal. It's hard. So this is what St. Pump says. So 60K is the absolute last stand. And then from there, basically, down we go, even lower. And reasons for this, essentially, NVIDIA losing steam. Like, there's not as much froth in the bigger markets. Israel and war, hawkish Fed versus markets, and Mt. Gox deadline as well. So a lot of Bitcoin's going to be coming onto the market, which will be sold. He says it's time to touch grass and load the stink bids, degens. We'll cover that at the end in our actionables. So Mt. Gox to distribute Bitcoin Cash repayments starting beginning of July. So hence, price should be going down, unfortunately. However, remember that we're very, very early in this cycle. So this is kind of unfortunate, but it's also very, very ordinary. So just, of course, go touch grass, but I would probably suggest learning actively, really actively. Sorry, I need to make sure this is loud enough for everybody. I did get that feedback. I apologize. Let me get it louder. All right, so basically, you know, we're just early into the cycle. Just have a little bit of patience. Keeping an eye on the fact that corrections are normal, very, very normal. It seems as though the corrections are getting less brutal with each cycle, but still quite a few in the previous cycle, and thus far we've only had 2. Now, Ansem has been doing very well with calling a few things, and Blunts also went very, very bearish on Sol, and thus far he's kind of been accurate, unfortunately. Let me just show you this. There you go. Zoom in a little bit. Sorry. So if we click open this, you know, down we could dip and then up we could go. This is basically Mamba's thesis. And this is what Ansem said. Slow selling while alts bleed it bad, but just to point out, down we go and then new time highs. He's put on a time frame there, August. How that actually works, who knows, but that's what he's put there. And then this one from yesterday as well. This is whiff. So this is where he thinks it could bounce off. That's like $1.40. And then with Solana, like 119 to 125. So we're already pretty much in this level. Who knows? If he's right, great, because, you know, I'm happy to add more, but I don't want to be underwater with any loans or anything like that. Now, Blunts has also posted this, a whiff macro video update. So you can go and watch it yourself. It'll be linked below afterwards. 8 minutes long, but basically down it pops before he thinks it's going to do a decent run up. So just keep in mind that. Rain's view is less bearish, I guess, than the others. So this is the support. It's pretty weak since it's been tested 50 times. And easy to flip bullish on 67 reclaim. However, it doesn't look like that at present. And then playing video games seems to be a better use of time instead of trading. So We're in for a little bit of choppy downward, upward kind of stuff. Now, Milk Road has a post on a $10 trillion market cap. At present, if we go to CoinGecko, the full market cap is 2.3 trillion. So there's still a decent amount of potential in everything. And I think this is, $10 trillion is accurate. And if Solana grows with the market cap, that's going to be sizable, like $600 or more per SOL token. Now, this is from Solana Compass, which is an independent validator. Of course, you can stake with anyone you like. If you want to throw some stake their way, go for it. But don't forget about validator.com. And I have no idea where this has come from, but Crypto Bitlord is hearing rumors of Sol being under investigation. A huge case is about to become public. Like, where did this all come from? And, it's starting to kind of trend or whatnot, or broadcasting it. And then the major point here is the fact that if people have a bit of clout or a bit of reach, because of Twitter's AI, it just pushes this. And you just have to be aware of that. So sometimes if you like something or if you don't like something, unfortunately, if it's relevant on the timeline, that is all that you need. And that's going to push things down or push things up or, lift things up. Remember, if you've got some skills or if you have some free time, you should be, in my opinion, researching and maybe entering some earns. So some of these are decent. Some of these are not going to be worth people's actual time because you're not going to win. Some of them are jobs, but like, for example, write a Twitter thread on limit order, set and forget trading strategy. How many people even enter this? Excuse me, 47. Okay, so a decent number. But if you've got the skills, go and get amongst it. Same with like anything relating to PIF if you've got those skills. Next bit of news, Sanctum has launched Sanctum profiles. They're in beta. This is the thread you want to know. I have no idea if these are kind of necessary for an extra airdrop, but I like the idea of how it is, and I think it's worth doing. I haven't done it myself yet, so I'll be doing it today or tomorrow, and you can link all of your relevant wallets. If you're particularly concerned about self-referral EXP in Wonderland or about triggering our anti-Sybil mechanism. And the deadline to actually create and complete your profile is midnight EST, 1st of July, 2024. After that, all profiles will be locked temporarily for our cloud launch. So we're probably going to see cloud launch in the first kind of week, maybe, or 2 weeks of July. So you just come here, you connect your wallet, Solflare. I don't even know which wallet I've used for any of this stuff, because this is a new computer. You connect and you go and create a new profile. It's pretty simple. I don't think I need a tutorial. It's pretty simple. Next bit of news, Uprock. Some people watch my channel that like Uprock, and some people probably don't even know about Uprock. Basically, it's AI deep in taking data off your phone. Nothing to do with your data, but like surfing the web and then using that data to sell in the future. KYC is now optional. They had to introduce it because they were just being bot attacked, and now their withdrawal policy is designed to boost security and streamline their experience. The next things happening in the Uprock ecosystem: staking, swap, uptime challenge, and more. So there's plenty of things going down. This is more, I guess, for people like that are in the maybe developing nations or whatever that want to get part of, be part of something. But it's actually, I personally use it myself. So just letting you know, just keeping you up to date with this. Even though the price is down on this, I'm fine with that. Like, I think Uprock really has product market fit. Other bit of news is Flash Trade. They have like a referral system. So if you have one of these beasts, then get active. I don't own one. If you have one of these NFT beasts, then get active. Right now, it's kind of scary to actually go and trade because it's far harder. It's far choppier. But if as we start to get into this period where people may want to put on a long, then something like Flash Trade, it works similar to Jupe and the perps, or Jupiter's perps. So rewarding community members with real dollars And the winner of last week's Beast of the Week earned about 5K in referrals, and on average, they earn 1 to 2K per week. So that's very decent. I'll need to start up a referral, and then please use mine. Solve has a thread on is dupe undervalued. I really dig dupe. Give this a read if you're keen. Basically, 30% of the supply is being burnt, and Meow really gets the fact that you need to have a very strong, very passionate community. If you've got that, then everything else just kind of takes care of itself. I'm not going to go over this in detail, but if you have a magic ticket and you're unsure what you should do with it, you can check out this thread. I'll link below. Personally, I just have mine, and they're just going to sit there. I don't really mind. We've got 2 tokens here, W and Pith. If you hold these tokens, I do think it's likely, if you're holding and staking them and participating in governance, that you would get some sort of monad airdrop. But they are just general kind of boring governance tokens, which I don't really think is strong with the meta. So as they're going down, it might be a good time to start DCAing and buying some, but only because of that monad potential, and that nothing's guaranteed there. I think there's better bets out there, and you know, with both, well, Pith, it went up really, really well, would have been a good time to sell it, and W, it from its first price, it just has just gone down and down. I like W, like I like Wormhole, but Dbridge is so much better. Obviously, Wormhole's done so many good things for the space, but the valuation of the coin, I don't think it's really worth it. Now, there's going to be a lot of talk and improvements being made with compression on Solana, which is very, very, it's really, really epic and really, really important. So we'll just kind of keep following it for now. But basically, CNFTs really help the NFT game. And now they're going to try and do the same thing with token accounts, because when Sol is like $1,000, then, you know, the cost to actually have lots of different Solana tokens is just too expensive. You can't do airdrops easily. It'll cost, you know, $100,000 or more to go and airdrop to a community. So Justin says there's all the upsides of a roll-up without any downsides. So we just need to see how it plays out. I think there's so many things just shipping on Solana, although I want to go and spend some more time on other blockchains as well. It makes it hard to actually go anywhere else, because things ship, or they're in testing or whatever, which people are still kind of writing up proposals on other blockchains. I'm not having any digs at anywhere else. Now, Grass launched an NFT collection, Gigabuds, and this was announced in Discord. So I didn't have any news about it until it happened. The pre-sale was sold out yesterday. The price was like 0.75 or less, and maybe they'll get Grass allocations. So I'm not sure if we can go and buy these off secondary. We'll kind of have to work it out. But if they're low in terms of value, it might be worth trying to get one of these. They seem to be capturing quite a bit of attention. Now let's have a quick look at Meteor pools. So I put some money into Sol DJT. Things have gone down, and it's just been churning away. Nothing exciting is really happening with this, probably because, you know, I just kind of came into it too late. I came in too late. Still, the yield's very good. I'm keeping it there for now. And with my other DLMM, I think I still have IO tokens just sitting in here. Unless I moved it. Maybe I did move it, sorry. No, there it is. So this has gone down considerably, just with the fact that IO price is just falling and falling and falling, which is fine. It's part of it. When it comes to all this Meteor stuff, I kind of need to do like a separate live stream. It takes up quite a bit of time, but I'll go over something at the end, which could be helpful. Water. We're going to go over water at the very end for those that are interested. It's high risk and it's a bit degen. In the meantime, excuse me, actionables. So some of these are going to be, they've already been repeated, but Camino's MSOL Sol, Marinade Incentivized LP, Judo Sol JTO Incentivized LP on Camino. I like these, worth checking out. and set some buy orders at app.phoenix.trade at lower prices. You can do it with dupe.ag as well. Just sometimes if there's a lot of pressure on the blockchain or whatnot, they may not hit on dupe yet because they're just kind of making more and more improvements. Whereas with Phoenix, they are hitting far better. So the early tweets I mentioned were like just putting some stink bids in. So for example, just go and put some like crazy silly buy orders at like $50, $60, $70, $80, $90. If you're bullish on Sol long term, which I am, just go and take whatever you want to spend, 1,000 USDC. They may remain completely unfilled, but if they dip down there, maybe it's just a local, very quick dip and they get filled. Otherwise, you can just DCO your Sol on dupe.ag. Remember to stake it with validate.com and check any loans using Sol as collateral, just so you're not underwater and so you don't actually, get liquidated. And UPROC withdrawals, they are live. Airdrop actionables. Create your Sanctum profile. Unsure if you're going to get extra cloud tokens, but I think you would. Aim to get 20 to 30k points on Dbridge. I'll have a tutorial on this coming out tomorrow. Start using Meteor's pools, just as a reminder. And if you do trade perps, try beast.flash.trade. Try flash trade. Give it a go. I've also been doing more research into the TON network, just because it wasn't really on my radar. So you can try Hamster Kombat with my referral. However, we're kind of late. In some ways, I think it's worth doing if you're not spending any extra time. If you just go to the toilet, if you just, you're using the gents, you're using the ladies, and you just want to, or you're using the bathroom, you just want to spend 10 minutes and try and get up your score. That's fine. And if so, do the daily combo and the daily cipher tasks. You can just do these tasks just by going to YouTube and just finding out who's actually showing you what you have to do. And I think it has potential, but now that I'm seeing more and more copycats come along on TON, it's lost a little bit of my kind of bullish nature. But that's just something you may want to consider. Anyway, that's all for today. If you want to tune out now, you're welcome to. Otherwise, I'm going to do a little bit of a DGM play into water. So I'm going to do this completely live because a few people have asked if we can go and add some liquidity for water on Meteor and if it's going to be worthwhile. And I just realized during this whole period, I'm too big here. So I still need to get much better at this live stream. I apologize. So Watercoin. Apparently it's gone live. And it's the most popular token worldwide in just half an hour after the launch. So we have to go and find this Watercoin, make sure that we're not scammed in any way. And because I've had a pretty busy day, I need to make sure that I don't make any mistakes, of course, because we can't edit this out. So watercoin.wtf. All right, so go to Jupiter. This way we get the contract address. Water is not verified, which is to be expected. And then we'll just go to Bird Eye. There are some other tools, actually, that I'm going to be covering, I think, next week. Down considerably. So, fully diluted market cap, massive. Sometimes something like this is probably best to get into after. Like, I don't think it would have been best to snipe it on launch. We could probably go and work out the earliest kind of whale bids on them, just to see if anyone did actually manage to snipe it. Haven't done this in a little while. Let's just go have a look at whales and see who the first one was, just to see what they actually got and if they managed to make a decent profit. Because so much of this would have been airdropped to some random people. I have none of this. Was this the last one? No. Because it was airdropped to people at potentially a low price, it would have been, there's already a lot of sell pressure. Okay. So Goodness gracious. Millions of dollars of buy order zero. Basically, this one here did pretty well, I think, at 0.001. And then what is the price now? Doing this live and fast is kind of, it's not the easiest thing. So 0.004, but it did go up a little bit. So that person's probably gone and sold out a little bit. Maybe this is, these whales are, yeah, they did. They managed to go and sell out pretty decently. I'm guessing this, if they're not the same whale, they may not be. I mean, this one clearly is. These ones, they could have just transferred the water to somewhere else. Either way, I mean, the amount of money that came into this was decent. Let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a look at actually adding some liquidity into a dynamic pool, just for giggles, just for a bit of fun. We'll see what we've got in this wallet. Probably not very much. We've got some Samoid tokens. I don't know if Samoid's going to do well. So we'll just go with half. Swap. This is going to have dynamic slippage. I mean, that's what I'm expecting to get. I have no idea if that's actually decent. I'm hoping it's, you know, kind of worth it, but we're not really going to know. All right, we'll give that a go. And then we'll take the other remainder, get some SOL, and we'll go and put it into the pool, and we'll just see how it does. There's, you know, sell pressure, buy pressure. It's rather relevant, but right now people are not really keen to buy things. It's a little bit scary. Samo into some SOL. And if Samo starts to pump, then that's my own mistake. Samo, if you don't know, is a meme coin from previous cycle that did exceptionally well, but it hasn't really regained anything. Like Bonk and Whiff are clearly the major dog coins or animal coins. All right. Now we'll come into pools. We want to go to the dynamic pools, and I doubt we're going to have water here already. All right, I spoke too soon. I mean, it says water. I'm going to create a pool, and I'm hoping that it doesn't cost a lot for just fees, like to start the pool. So is this what is my actual token? This is the token we need to start it. And I've got 0 balance. Pretty sure I managed to get some water. B6. This is it. Go with a refresh here. Okay, cool. There we are. All right, that. And we'll go with SOL. Going to add all that and then all that. This is we're going to use the market price. And we'll go with a 1%. Or what is this? How much money is in here? It's good that it tells me that there's already liquidity, already a pool created. But there's no actual money in here. I want to see if... can I not jump in? Let's try and grab in here. Jump in here, sorry. Deposit $600 to connect this pool to Jupiter. Okay. All right, so we need $600 in order to actually get amongst us, which I don't have. All part of learning, unfortunately. All right, well, I've got some, you know, let's have a look at see if we can do it in DLMM. And if not, then we'll just give up. We'll do it here for now. 1% fee. We'll jump in here. I'm going to add all that, and this curve. And I just want to see if we'll do well. Worst case scenario, we learn something, but just keep in mind this is completely degen. Anyway, that transaction is going through. I'm sure it'll be fine. You can degen into it if you want to. I have really no information about like what water's going to do. You can go and have a look at the links and the Twitter and the website yourself. It says it's a charity token from the creators of Bear, and it has a decent amount of kind of pre-sale meta. So maybe it does well, maybe it doesn't. We'll have to see how it goes. That's all for today. Thanks very much. Catch you in the next video.